In this sample question, we're asked to write down the reaction quotient for the overall reaction will be the same as the product of the reaction quotient of the individual step. So first, we need to write down the overall chemical reaction. We have two reaction steps, 1 and 2. In reaction 1, we have nitrogen gas plus oxygen gas producing 2 nitrogen monoxide. In the reaction step number 2, we have 2 nitrogen monoxide plus oxygen gas producing 2 nitrogen dioxide. So let's write down the overall chemical reaction of this reaction. You see that the product on the reaction step 1, 2 nitrogen monoxide appear on the product on the step 1 and the reactant on the step 2. And both of them have a 2 in front, so we can simply cancel them out. And you take a look at this chemical reaction again, nothing can be cancelled anymore, so we can write down the overall reaction now. Okay, so we have N2 gas plus O2 gas. We have 2 of them, so we put a 2 right here in equilibrium with 2 NO2 gas. So this is our overall chemical reaction. Okay. To answer the question, we need to write down the reaction quotient for step 1 and step 2. And then we also need to write down the reaction quotient for the overall reaction. And then when we multiply 1 and 2 together, we will see we can get the same reaction quotient for the overall reaction. So first, let's write down the reaction quotient for QC1, which will be the molar concentration of the product divided by the molar concentration of the reactant. So in this case, we have molar concentration of NO squared divided by the molar concentration of N2 and also O2. That's the reaction quotient for QC1. Now we're going to write down QC2. In this case, we have the molar concentration of NO2 squared divided by the molar concentration of NO squared times the molar concentration of O2. Okay. We also want to write down the reaction quotient for QC, for the overall reaction. In this case, the molar concentration of NO2 squared divided by the molar concentration of N2 and O2 squared. Okay. So we're going to multiply QC1 and QC2 to see we will get QC overall. QC1 times QC2 Since we're doing the multiplication, you find that NO squared and NO squared appear on the top and also at the bottom, so we can simply cancel out. Now we can write down the product, which will be the concentration of NO2 squared divided by the concentration of N2 times the concentration of O2 squared. Now we can take a look at the product of QC1 and QC2, which is the reaction quotient of the individual step, compared with the reaction quotient of the overall reaction. You notice that these two expressions, they are identical. So now we're done with the first proof.